Welcome back to the Combat Corner. My name is Jackson.
My name's Kobe.
His name's Kobe. And today we are having a little bit of a shitty chat about the fight that went down yesterday.
Right.
Amanda Ribas versus Rose Namajunas.
It was a pretty good card. Quite entertaining, quite interesting, and pretty unique for a few things that went on. Some disappointing results for me. Some cool ones.
Yeah.
Some comebacks, some knockouts, some submissions.
A first ever bite of the night.
Bite of the night was awarded. Cameron Simon got viciously knocked out twice, pretty much.
And dominated for
Dominated.
the fight. But we'll
Talk about
get
that
into
later.
a full-on breakdown of that. We have a
shall.
drink to review. This one is probably, I would say, top 5 weirdest.
This is
looking.
I've never
Just from-
seen this before.
Just from reading the can, I walked into this strange little dairy, and it looked at me. This drink did. As soon as I walked in, I'm like, that is the one.
This guy kind of looks like you when you shave.
No, Warheads sour blue raspberry soda.
Let me know if you guys think that this also kind of looks like Jackson a little bit when he shaves.
One of my many forms.
One of your many forms. Have you had Warheads before?
I've had the lollies.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
wonder if
had
it's
it.
going to be really sour.
It says sour on the can,
It does.
so I would say that would imply
Could indicate the fact that it will be
maybe.
sour. Well, without further ado, let's get into the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Oh, got that. Got my
Wow,
finger
wait.
in there. Oh, it smells funny.
It does. It smells like a lot of sugar. How much have we got in
Kind of
there?
tastes like Warheads.
Total sugars, 35 grams, includes 35 grams added
Oh.
sugar. What does that mean? Does that mean there's 70 grams?
No,
It just says, huh?
I don't think so. Surely not.
Total sugars, 35 grams, includes 35 grams added sugars.
Basically, this is just sugar that we're drinking.
Said it makes up 70% of your daily sugar intake.
Great. Carbonated water, sugar, malic acid, natural
0%
flavor,
juice.
preservatives.
Why would you put that?
It's got preservatives blue 1. It's literally it just says preservatives, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, and blue 1.
You know what?
Interesting.
That ain't so bad.
It ain't so bad at all.
I feel like my tongue is definitely going to be blue by the end of this, though.
Take a look at mine.
Yeah.
It's already blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Kobe has turned into a blue tongue lizard.
I'm blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Rose Namajunas
Rose.
is now a ranked flyweight
Thank God.
contender.
Oh, I'm so glad. I just want to see her fight for a belt again.
What a close fight, though.
It was very close.
Ribas really showed that she does belong in the top tiers of this division.
Yeah. I mean, it was really boring.
Oh,
This fight was so boring.
It was quite boring. I'm not going to lie to you there, but it was very close.
It was close. Well, I thought it was pretty obvious who won. Like, Rose did win the fight, but
It looked slow.
she looked slow, big, like she looked quite chunky. At flyweight.
And that's not body shaming.
No. Well, maybe it is. But she'll be coming in there at number 8 ranked. She said she was looking at the next week's fight night with eager eyes, wanting to potentially fight the winner.
Fight the winner.
I think she said that, yeah. Or maybe she said I'm watching that fight and,
Yeah.
whoever wins probably gets the belt, gets to fight for the belt.
Wasn't it Shevchenko versus Grasso again for the belt?
It
Isn't
is.
that happening? Yeah.
That is happening, but after that, where are we?
If she wants to stay active, she'd probably be better off fighting the loser of that. I mean, you're only 8th ranked. It is your first rank. Go up.
Firth.
First ranked win, the one off to the right.
Yeah.
Champ. Yeah.
But no, I was just looking at this. Rose is 8 on the women's pound for pound, but she's nowhere to be seen in either of the.
That's pretty whack.
Yeah. Because obviously she lost. So.
Imagine being 8th ranked in any division and being 8th on the pound for pound. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
She's 8th ranked for pound. The lady who just beat her in her last fight convincingly, nowhere to be seen on the pound for pound list. That's just how much they do not give a shit about these women's fucking divisions. That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
That
no.
makes no sense. I mean, oh, sorry, no. My bad. Barrio is actually number 6 ranked. I didn't
So
realize
2
that.
above her. There you go.
Still, Aaron Blanchfield, ranked number 4, pound for pound. He's just a contender who's like beat a couple of people. I don't know. Who cares about this?
I suppose the thing is we have lost the big dogs at the top of those divisions recently, haven't we?
We've lost the GOAT of the women's divisions.
Yep.
We've lost. Well, we haven't lost her, but Val is no longer the champ. You know, getting
But
older.
she's sitting in there at number 3, which I
She
think
is.
is fair enough.
That's a suitable spot for her.
Yep.
Yeah, this was an interesting fight. Rose showed that she was a good. She can still grapple with the best. Good wrestling, good takedowns. Few missed opportunities there for her to get even more takedowns, or maybe maybe take the back off one of these spinning attacks.
Her striking seems a bit one-dimensional as well.
Yeah,
Like it seemed like shoot off to the side and throw that that left straight or right straight. I can't remember, but
it's very obvious she doesn't want to get hit.
yeah,
She doesn't like getting hit at all. That's why she's so. I mean, she's elusive, yes, which is it's good, but she's so far away all the time. She's just ages away from anything, and kind of makes her fights boring. She either wins spectacularly, or she loses, or it's just boring.
Mm.
And no one wants to see a boring fight.
No, I agree. Either way, here she is now ranked number 8th. What
Number
are you
8.
saying? What are you saying for her next?
What am I saying? We could see that rematch with Jessica Andrade. That would be an interesting one. Macy Barber's up there. That could be a fun one. Obviously, Fario and Blanchfield should be fighting for the title next. She could fight the loser of that fight.
I heard her
That
calling
would be
out
good.
Macy Barber in her
Macy.
post-fight press conference.
Oh, there you go. That could set up the
Apparently
next
they've got-
one afterwards. You know,
They've got some unfinished business from the past or something.
some beef, do they?
Maybe
They've got some beef cheeks.
either that or they've just got some weird history. I think.
They've got
I
something.
think Macy
going on.
Barber used to call her out when she was like on her way up,
Right.
but now she's ranked higher, like
Yeah.
considerably
and
higher.
I would be interested in seeing that fight. Maybe on like the undercard of a pay-per-view, like
Mhm.
the first fight opener of a pay-per-view. Do not make this a co-main of a pay-per-view, Dana, or even the top 3.
Don't make it a main event of a fight night either,
No,
because
Chuck it through night.
It took the sting off the rest of this card.
it did. It really
Like,
did.
You had some really fun fights right before this,
Yeah.
and then like you say, it was quite a boring fight to finish it off, and it kind of put me to sleep. I was like, maybe this wasn't
You
exciting.
literally fell asleep.
No, I didn't. But I was
I
like,
could've done.
maybe this wasn't as exciting as I thought. And then I looked back at the rest of the results. I'm like, oh, this was
Yeah.
actually pretty sick.
It was. I didn't actually watch this fight card live. I was devilishly hungover and sleeping most of the day yesterday, which sucked. But I did watch it today. While I was working, and I agree with you. It was the main event really let down what was a pretty spectacular card event. Some random shit happened. What do you want to see next for Ribas? She's got to fight down, I think. They've been trying to build her up as a star for a very long time. And I think we've maybe just got to give up on the fact that she's going to be a top contender. Just give her fun fights. She's a fun personality.
Oh hell yeah! And she does enter into the fire with these people that do want to engage with her. But like you
Yeah.
were saying, Rose strikes from a distance. She manages distance really well, to be fair to her.
She does.
But yeah, it does make for a bit of a slower, more boring fight. So I think someone that is willing to step into the fire, kind of put a foot in the tire kind of thing, and just trade with her for
A foot in the tire. I like
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
I do.
Have you seen those training drills?
So
So two people have to put a foot in the tire, and they just
right. I guess I didn't know.
stand into the
Yeah.
fire,
I've
put a
done
foot
that
in the
before.
tire.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, get it down, yeah.
Yeah. Tracy Cortez, Miranda Maverick. Give Miranda a chance to get into the top 10. Any of these guys, don't want to see a headline anything ever again.
Yeah. It was good on her though. Like
She did well.
it could have been a spectacular event, but it just wasn't. So
I'm going to blame Rose for that mainly, like
Oh,
we were
yeah.
saying. Do blame Rose for that.
Ribas had my fight of the year last year. Like, no, not just because I got that fight right in the way that I
Oh, the
called it.
comeback.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight.
It was. That TKO, yeah, was excellent. She's been going back and forward with wins and losses for quite some time now, since 2021, and
Can I just say though,
she's only 30.
Yeah, her losses have been against the best of the best
Yeah, top of the top.
in that division at least.
Is this Shikugian? Yeah.
Yep.
It was a weird change of name.
Well, I think she got
Confused me.
married.
Well, yeah, she did. Well, maybe not weird, but you know. Rose.
12-6.
What's she sitting at? 31 now. So they've both still got a lot of fire left in the gas tank. Fire left in the gas tank.
Nice.
Maybe don't put fire in the gas tank.
No, it's probably not a good idea.
We could see these guys fight again down the line if Ribas potentially
Put fire in the
picks her
gas
up.
tank and watch them get burned, you know?
Just want to see them put fire in a gas tank. Just want to see Rose put some fire in a gas tank. Watch the car explode.
I think that's enough about this fight.
Alright,
What do you
okay.
think? Look,
Yeah, sure. Didn't really care for it.
no.
Didn't really care for it. Let's move on.
Justin Tuffer got
Moving down the card.
laid on.
He had some moments in the third round.
Dude, I thought he was going to get it done. Every time that they were trading on the feet, Carl Williams was getting hit.
He was.
Yeah,
Showed he has
even
a
in the
chin.
first round.
Yep.
That uppercut from Justin Tuffer is devastating.
Yeah, and it hit him.
Yeah,
and he did wobble.
He finds the angles. It's quite impressive.
He
but-
just is.
Look,
Not-
I'm not a big wrestling expert, but even I was looking at what he was doing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Tougher.
yeah, he would get pushed up against the fence, and
Yeah.
he would be trying to fight the hands. Like, Carl Williams hadn't closed his hands yet, and then he would just give up on it and start hitting him in the head and instantly get taken down.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
I saw that coming.
yeah.
And it happened over and over and over again. It's like, dude, you're doing the right thing. Just stick at it. Like,
Don't
he-
give up.
yeah, he was just.
Fucking
I think he was
defend.
just a bit impatient and,
Yeah.
and trying to.
Well, I think it's a problem with these guys who they are just scrappers. They just want to come in and try and knock you out. Fair enough. We love that fight style, but when they come up against someone who can even slightly wrestle, it shows that they just don't train wrestling.
He said before this fight, in the build up to this fight, he's like, I've been training so much wrestling. I'm gonna go in there and show you guys how much I've been training wrestling. And he went in there and
Got dominated.
yeah, it looked like he'd shown up to his first wrestling class and just
To be
got
fair to him, he's got
mashed.
a bit of a gas tank. Like he didn't gas out. He just didn't have the skill.
yeah.
Like he just didn't have the. And yeah, that's a lie.
I think it was patience, dude. I think.
Yeah, and yeah, because like there were moments where you were like, okay, he's going to defend here. He's going to defend. All right, time to separate. But you just give up and throw an elbow, throw a fist, have a
Yeah.
wank.
No, I was trying to throw hammer fists
I know.
as if someone's head was sniffing my crotch. But Carl Williams, very, very impressive.
Yeah, he looks
considering he was preparing for Junior Tougher for the most of his fight camp, and then had to step in there against
Senior Tougher.
Justin, who is ranked. Was ranked, maybe.
I don't know if he's ranked.
Ah,
Could
well.
be. That just would show how fucking tragic the UFC heavyweight division is at the moment. No offense, Justin, even though that was not very nice. No, he's not ranked at the
Okay.
moment.
Oh, that's right. So sorry, my bad. So he was supposed to fight DeLima,
He was.
in which who is it? That's where I was thinking. So Justin Tuffer was supposed to fight DeLima. Junior Tuffer stood in last minute and just got completely outclassed.
Yep. Leg kicks. No, yeah, and then, it's confusing. Justin replaced
Junior
Junior
in
in
this
his
fight.
fight.
Yeah,
which
they
is
just
this one.
switched.
Yeah,
It's not that confusing.
No.
They just switched. But what I was getting at is Justin had a chance to be a ranked fighter in this scrap against DeLima. Which
he won't be getting that opportunity again anytime soon,
no. But
unfortunately.
to be quite honest, I still want to see DeLima versus Justin Tuffer. Like,
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
I
They're
think
both
he's-
strikers.
exactly.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's why that matchup was made in the first place, whereas Junior just didn't have the time to prepare, I don't think.
No, didn't have the skill really.
No.
He was quite a lot smaller as well.
He was
way smaller.
reasonably small.
He's one of those guys that should just cut weight and become a light heavyweight because he's just not that big.
Mm. Well, they're not even that tall, the Tuffers.
No. Exactly. So, yeah, a bit disappointing. I wanted to see Tuffer get this done, but relatively exciting in moments. Again, round 3, he clipped him with an overhand and an uppercut that had him wobbled, and then he just kind of fell on him, pushed him towards the cage, and then there was a moment where he like stepped over his takedown. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
And then he eventually got taken down anyways. It just seemed like a bit of a inevitability, this whole fight, that he was just going to get taken down over and over again.
Yeah, from the very first, Carl Williams scored 4 out of 4 in the first round, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that first round, I was like, he has to keep it standing, and he just couldn't. Yeah.
He needed to stick to his guns with his takedown defense, and he just didn't have it.
Who are we going to see Carl Williams up against next? I think he deserves a ranked opponent.
He should fight De Lima, I think.
Yeah?
He should fight De Lima. He deserves a chance at a top 15 for sure. I agree with you there. De Lima against Carl Williams. What, do you like that? You like that idea?
Yeah, I can see them giving De Lima someone higher up, just considering he did just take a fight that was going down and
last minute
turn the guy into mincemeat. Do you know what I like? I like De Lima versus Tuivasa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would be good. As long as...
I don't know who we matched up Tuivasa with last week.
We could have matched him up against...
Rosenstrike.
Was it?
Yep.
It was? Yeah, right.
Well, that's who I matched him up against. I don't know about you.
Don't know about you, mate. Yeah, it was Rosenstrike, wasn't it? We could see a Derek Lewis versus Carl Williams. Unfortunately, that probably wouldn't end very well. So maybe
No,
not.
I don't think they'll put Derek Lewis in there against another wrestling heavy guy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Especially after what happened against Almeida. It was just like, that's not why you tune in to watch Derek Lewis.
No.
And I mean, we're not tuning in to watch him go on a title run at the moment, are we?
No, he's 39.
39, and it has been proven that he can't.
He's not got
make
the
it.
wrestling.
No.
So this is the overall rankings that we're looking at.
Great.
Romanov is... You hate these things, don't you? I think Romanov's ranked at number... I'll pull it up on the screen for you guys to see.
Great. Look at that.
There
There
you
it
go.
is.
It's a bit big.
There it is. Hey, guys. We're still here. We're just behind the computer screen.
So yeah, Alexander Romanov in the UFC heavyweight division is ranked number 13. And here he's ranked number 17.
Nice.
De Lima is there. Junior. Stipe ranked number 25. Oh, that's golden.
Is he?
Oh wait, no, these are just like ineligible for rankings.
Because they haven't fought in so long.
Yeah. This is the top 25. So, yeah, I mean, Carl Williams, chuck him in there with Rodrigo. This guy, maybe. He's been doing quite well for himself. I know Sakai's no longer fighting. We could see Carl Williams against like an Alexander Romanov, who's ranked number 13.
Yep.
Don't think he's got a fight booked. No, doesn't have a fight booked, King Kong, so
Yeah, that would make
that'd
sense.
be a good one.
Yep.
And then Tuivasa, maybe a Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Well,
He's that dickhead.
We already matched up Tuivasa last week, but Justin Tuffer.
Justin Tuffer, fuck! Because we were just talking about... Sorry, guys, my brain isn't working too well today.
Who were you saying?
Waldo Acosta, he's the guy who beat...
Yes. No, that would be good.
He beat Andrei Arlovsky and
That
was
would be good.
styling on him. Remember that? He was trying to he was mocking him and shit.
He's booked.
Oh, he is... Oh, against Ribas to Spain.
Oh,
I didn't even realise that had happened. That's good. That's good.
That
That's
is
good.
When is that?
Can't wait to see him get knocked out. May 11th.
May.
Because he was a dickhead in that fight. And I
Who,
didn't
Despaño?
No.
Oh, yeah,
Acosta.
Cortez Acosta. Yeah. He's just toying with a legend. Yeah, that was
Not going for the knockout. Yeah, flexing on him for no reason. Real dickhead move.
Twat.
Well, I mean,
Salsa
Tuivasa
boy.
might take a bit of time off. Tuivasa versus Ribas to Spain would be fun.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would be a repeat of Tuivasa versus not Yuri Prohaska. Fucking, you know who I'm trying to say.
Pavlovich.
Sergey Pavlovich, yeah.
What about What about Justin Taffer versus Ribas de Spain?
What
if
about
he was to win?
Justin Taffer versus Tuivasa?
That would be good. I think they're friends.
Yeah. Ah, well.
Slug it out.
Dana White
Justin
would bring out
Taffer
the-
versus Junior Taffer. How about that?
No.
Versus Tai Tuivasa.
Can you imagine how
Altogether in
awkward
one.
that Christmas dinner would be?
It would be awkward.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah, I think we can move on. The next fight on the card was Shaburzian. I think I've got his name wrong, even though I like the guy. Edmund Shaburzian versus
That was
AJ Dobson.
Crazy.
That was a mad fight. It was a great comeback.
Yeah. It felt
Didn't
like
see
it went
that
on for
happening.
ages, but it was a first round finish.
Yeah, right towards the end, he got clipped bad. AJ Dobson looking quick, clipped him quite early, took him, and then they ended up on the ground. Once they got back up, Edmund shot in with a couple of shots, knocked him out, finished him off on the ground.
And very impressive.
Super. This guy's 26.
Really.
26 years old, Edmund Shaburzian. He's got a very, very tall ceiling.
Yeah.
This guy could go very, very far. He was very hyped up early on in his career when he was even younger. He was a bit too young at that point and kind of got figured out multiple times. Lost, I think, 4 in a row. Maybe not in a row. 4 in his last 5. Back in the win column, training with some elite guys. Yeah, he could really turn it up a notch and start heading towards the top of this middleweight division now. Saying that he did get clipped and he looked badly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
His chin.
But I'm going to sound like John Anik here, but he worked through that adversity.
He did. He showed that he could be the
one
nail.
of John Anik's buzzwords, I think.
It is at the moment, isn't it?
No. Sorry. Paul Felder.
Paul Felder.
He kind of sounds a little bit like John Anik.
They do sound similar.
Similar commentary.
To be fair to Felder, he's one of my favorite commentators. I like that guy
He's
a lot.
very non-biased.
Yeah, very calm,
Yeah.
collected.
Whereas I think some of these top commentators now are quite biased towards the older guys.
And I'm thinking Joe Rogan's a little bit.
It's just like a boys' club when he's there with DC.
Yeah,
Him, DC, and John Anik, I think, like,
bit of a boys' club.
it's more for the entertainment, whereas the fight nights, it's you actually get
Yeah.
a really decent breakdown. And the other
got
thing
your
with these
Sanko.
fight nights is a lot of the time you have Bisping and you've got Dominic Cruz sitting there, and they will give like a really solid like fighter analysis of what's going on. Do you know what I mean? They're almost like they've like been, well, they obviously have been watching tape on these guys, but really breaking them down with the mind of a fighter. Whereas Joe is just
Joe,
commentator.
I don't know what he does in terms of breaking fights down anymore and researching. I've got a feeling he just doesn't anymore. Yeah, it's like
he's just waiting for that. I feel like he's probably just got a soundboard now that he just presses. He doesn't even
they
speak.
could replace him with a fucking soundboard.
It'd be so easy.
It'd be so much cheaper as well. Then they could start paying the fighters.
Yeah.
That's actually something I stole from a fucking. Well, I didn't steal, but MMA Guru said something similar in a video that I watched recently.
What, to get rid of Joe Rogan?
Yeah, you could just replace him with nothing, and it would be fine.
Shit, that's pretty rough.
He was talking some mad shit, but he also said something that I agree with. Joe Rogan is like an old casual, like he's an ex-casual. He used to be a casual back in the day, but he's no longer. He used to be a hardcore fan back in the day, Joe Rogan, and he is now more of a casual fan towards the modern fighters.
Right.
You know, he knows the fucking Fedors, the legends of the sport in and out, but nowadays he's just a bit of a casual fan.
Saying that, to be able to, like, even just because I listen to his podcast quite a lot, and when the guest brings up, like, the guest who like might not even be a fighter, might not even be that interested in fighting, when they bring up the fact that he does the UFC thing, he always just has some crazy story about a fight that happened 10 years ago or something, and he can just recount all of these events so accurately.
He's definitely got a good memory.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's
got a good mind.
So, like, I agree with you somewhat, but at the same time, I think it's just his time is going to do other things, isn't it? Like, he's got a lot on his plate, that guy. Yeah,
Busy fella.
So it's understandable that, and that's why he doesn't take all of these gigs anymore. He only takes the pay-per-views that are in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to travel too much.
He's too busy.
Yeah.
No, I get that. And look, I don't want him to leave. I like the
No,
guy.
yeah.
It makes it more special having him there just because you hear his voice.
Yeah.
You know Joe. It's always
like
fun.
I said before, it's more of a boys' club, and it's like kind of
I don't mind it.
it's more of a comedy commentary almost, like
Yeah.
the way that they bounce off each other, those three. Whereas this is like
More analytical.
yeah, exactly.
With like the likes of Laura Sanko, who's very technically good at technically breaking things down.
She's
although-
great.
She is great. Although I don't like Dominic Cruz, his commentary.
I
I
like
think
when
he's too
him
repetitive.
I like when him and Bisping get paired up together and they
Yeah,
just
when they
bicker the
bicker.
whole time.
That's good. That
It's
is
so
good.
funny because it's like I feel like Bisping's like he's a bit of a Rottweiler, and then Dominic Cruz is this little Jack Russell that just keeps like taking nips at him.
Yeah.
He's like just trying to fire him up.
I'd love to
Either
see
way.
them two fight.
Edmund Shabazian.
Yeah, so
You want to
what's
see
next for
him fight someone ranked?
I would like it. Maybe it's a bit too soon. I'm not sure. He hasn't done the best recently against ranked opponents. He lost to Anthony Hernandez recently. Don't really want to see him. Delitzi could be a good fight for him.
That's a long way up though.
That is quite far up.
That's one of the number 9s.
I think Chris Curtis is
You
friends
see
with
that?
him.
There's two people ranked number 9 at middleweight.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah, shit. That's odd. 9, 9, 11. Just skips 9 to 11.
Well, that's often what happens when you've got
know,
a
but-
tie. What's that?
Someone's trolling. It's Izzy.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
all right.
No, you're right.
Paul Craig. I was going to say Chris Curtis. We match him up too much.
Yeah, we
need
do.
to give him a break.
Yeah, he's been fighting a lot lately.
I'm pretty sure him and Chris
according to
Curtis are
us.
friends. Yeah,
Yeah, well, they train at the same gym, don't
yeah,
they?
they do. I think.
No, they do.
I'm pretty sure.
I know they do.
Well,
Because Eric Nixick was in his corner
Eric
over the weekend.
Nixick.
Look, either way, maybe someone just outside the rankings on the fringes.
That could be a good shout. It could be a good shout. Let's go to our rankingmma.com page. Best page in the world.
Wait, go up. Here we go. Okay. Yep, it looks fairly recent.
They update it very, very recently.
Right.
Frequently, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let's have a
Cool.
look.
What do we got here? What are you reading up on?
Oh, they use computerized analytics.
Crazy.
That's cool. And actual fight footage.
Can we give the
Good.
people a name?
So I want to see him fight an Andre Muniz, maybe a Sayo Baralo, maybe.
Michelle Pereira's booked. Oh, Joe Pfeiffer. That would be a good fight.
Joe Pfeiffer, that'd be a good fight, yeah, for sure.
That's
See
the
who
one.
really belongs.
That's the one right there. Because both of them, they're edging
they're edging.
on the top 15.
They're edging hard.
They're edging.
They've been
so
edging
hard.
for a while.
They're just ready to bust.
Yeah.
And
And I
they
think
need
we should
that-
let them bust on each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Both guys have pretty incredible power.
Yeah.
Saying that, if Shabazian gets hit like he did by Joe Pfeiffer, if he leaves his chin exposed to that guy, he will end up in another dimension.
Absolutely. Styles make fights, you know what they say.
Yeah, Joe Pfeiffer, the only man on earth so far who has been recorded to hit harder than a Ford Escort traveling at Francis Ngannou.
I mean, they probably rigged that machine just to like try and make Francis look bad.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because, you know, there's a video of Tom Aspinall hitting that thing.
Really?
And he hits like 40. Well, like, I think he hits 49 on the scale. And Ngannou apparently hit 120.
Jesus.
That makes no sense
No, it doesn't.
at all. Like, Tom was like, if he hits 120, I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's probably pretty new technology.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on there? Yeah, Paul Craig. Where does he fit into all this?
He doesn't.
We need to stop giving him fights too. Yeah. All right. Cool. Moving on. Did you want to match up Kyle?
Not really.
AJ. Sorry. We love AJ.
I think
Peyton Talbot versus Cameron Simon.
what a scrap.
This was a banger. Simon got dominated pretty bad. Not a good look for him as a young guy.
Pretty much a purely striking matchup.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think Peyton looked really good, but we also saw Simon display a lot of weaknesses in this fight.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
comes in too quick. He goes in so quickly with his head right there to be hit. With his boxing, the way he shot in for that takedown right onto the knee.
Mhm.
He just got timed, and then right as round 2 started, clipped early, similar kind of thing. Went down bad. He didn't go out. Fair play to him. Like, he was tough. He showed a lot of toughness.
Yeah, really good chin. But someone like Talbot standing in front of you, you need to also possess decent defense. Just a good chin isn't going to get you through it.
No, absolutely.
But where is the ceiling for this guy?
This guy, Talbot,
Yeah,
he could go all the way to the top.
I think you're right. 25 years of age. Both of these guys, extremely young.
He was fighting on Uriah Faber's A1 Combat cards before the UFC. One win on the Contender Series, and then he got a submission by a rear naked choke in the third. Semi recently, or last year in November. And
So
then,
really showing quite a decent mixture of striking and jiu-jitsu so far.
Absolutely. He's this guy is gonna go bloody far. Again, I'm kind of a fan of Simon. I quite like Simon. You know what Simon says? What does he say?
I'm not even going to validate that.
3D shed builder.
What? Wait, really?
Well, I can't go back now.
3D shed builder.
It was an ad.
Holy shit.
That would be something that you'd be interested in.
That would
as
be
well.
sick.
Should we look it up?
3D shed builder. This episode is brought to you by 3D shed builder. No, I think no, not that one. Go down. Down. Yeah, there.
This one.
Yeah. Design and build your oh no, this is ITM. I don't know if we're ever going to get that back, Kobe. It's gone forever. You clicked off it too quickly.
Custom shed builder. Moving on. Fuck that. So Cameron Simon, both at bantamweight. Yeah, Simon is only 23, but yeah, losing 2 in a row, not cool. He needs to go back to the drawing board, work a lot on his striking defense.
But he's so young.
Very, very young. Yeah, you could tell by his fighting style as well. Very explosive.
Quite emotional fighting style,
pretty
almost,
emotional.
you know? Yeah.
Banging. It's absolutely exciting for sure.
Oh yeah. But just outclassed in every meaning of the statement there against someone like Peyton Talbot, who before this fight they were talking about how he normally takes a round or even sometimes 1.5 rounds to kind of
to get into it.
Yeah, to not so much to get into it, but just kind of download what's going on in front of him, like to really assess the man across the cage and then start picking them apart. Whereas he just managed to do that straight away.
He got into it quick.
Yeah, there was no fucking around, and
his calmness was that really impressed me. The fact that he was just so calm in there, didn't look bothered by anything.
Not bothered.
Didn't even look overhyped by getting the finish. He was just like,
dude,
did we dance?
I really like his tattoo as well. The circle on his like on the front of his. Yeah, it's like on his sternum kind of area, right below his chest, just above his abdominal area, and then he has a circle on his back as well in the same kind of place. So it's like a hole that goes through him. I rate it. It's pretty cool.
I don't know.
I think it's cool. And then he's got some cool line work. I really like line work. I've been looking into that. I think it's quite.
You're a fan of lines?
Yeah, just simplicity.
I don't even know if that's him. Yeah, that's all right. Who do you want him to fight next? This is what I want to know.
Look, they're both very young. Oh, Pedro Munoz.
You want to put him that high? He definitely needs a top guy. I mean, he's still young, but after a performance like that, I definitely see him up against a very top guy next.
Mm-hmm.
You could even put him in against a C-Rod, though. Like, a C-Rod would be pretty good. C-Rod. Oh, wait, no, he moved up to featherweight.
Yeah. Actually, there was he a Japanese or a Korean guy at bantamweight that just came off a win the other week who was very exciting to watch, I believe.
He was good. I can't remember his name. Was it like Rinya Akamura? Some shit?
Yeah, something like that.
Or is he like a real old school fighter? Hybrid. Yeah. That'd be a fun fight.
Yeah. I like that.
Rinya Akamura versus Peyton Talbot. That'd be a good
Both
fight.
up and comers. And I mean, whoever wins that, boom, straight in there against Pedro Munoz or someone of that caliber. A top 15 guy who's experienced, so we can really see how deep the skill set goes.
I agree with that. I agree with that
Thank you.
thoroughly. What are we saying about old Cameron Simon or young Cameron Simon?
Someone that we've never heard of is who we're probably going to see him fighting.
I want him to take a big step back, take some time off as well, really work on that boxing defense, striking defense.
Because it's not like the times the clock isn't ticking on him. You know, he could come back in 10 years and still have a good, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year career at that point,
100%.
Based on saying that people at these lower weight classes generally don't do that well after they're 35.
No.
But he's only 23.
The thing with Cameron Simon as well is he is only 23, but he's got his eggs in a couple of baskets.
Okay.
He's got his own YouTube channel. He's often doing podcasts.
Who would want to do that?
I know.
Oh, yeah, he's actually got quite a few subs for someone who is,
Subscribe to him.
not very well known.
I mean, he doesn't do podcasts all the time, but you've got to think that this is at least somewhat distracting him from the fight game, and I think he's up to a lot. He does a lot of stuff. So,
Well, you say that, but I think you can't be training all the time, can you? And if you have other hobbies that feed into your
career, no,
your
for
career,
sure, it's a
then-
good idea. It's just all I'm posing is he in the game as much as Peyton Talbot is? Is his head in
No.
the game as much as Peyton
No,
Talbot?
but I don't actually know if there's many other people whose head is in the same place that Peyton Talbot is. He says some pretty out the gate shit, and it's just like,
What do you
yo,
say?
this guy is for real.
Yeah. Oh no, he's definitely for real. The composure's just next level. Saw a bunch of comments with people saying this guy is the real O'Malley. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Am I missing something?
I'd be missing the same thing. I don't understand that.
Not sure. Anyway, let's move on. There was one more fight on the main card, and then got a few more things to discuss before we finish this up.
I didn't actually, that was the first fight that I saw, in all honesty.
What, Billy Contreras?
No, the Peyton Talbot one.
Oh, right. Well, I'll break it down briefly.
Break it
Break it down. Zalal looked very impressive. Zalal has fought some absolute killers in his time when he was in the UFC before he got brought back. And he looks like he's leveled up significantly since his time away started. Look, this guy could be a real problem in this 145 division now that he's matured. He absolutely dominated Billy. And then, so he dropped him a couple times in the first round with a knee. I think he dropped him with a knee. And then he was just all over him. There was a few moments where he looked like he could have fucked up a little bit, but nothing ever came of it. And then he knocked him out. Sorry, he didn't knock him out. He rocked him in the second, got the submission, easy. Looked really good. It was just better in every area than Billy. So, super impressive. Don't want to see him up against a ranked guy, I don't think yet.
No. Give him some time. Like you say, he's only just made it back to the UFC.
Correct. Let's have a look at the UFC rankings, eh?
Let's do that, Kobe. We're humming along quite nicely on time here today. We had quite a humid day for what it was. We are almost at the end of the month of March, reaching a high of, I believe it was 22 degrees. Oh no, we're up to 24 now. It just keeps getting better as the day goes on, ladies and gentlemen. I left for work this morning at about 6:45. It was already 17 degrees.
It was nice.
We have been having colder mornings lately, so that was a nice little treat.
Oh, absolutely.
But overcast, however. Overcast for a good majority of the day.
I don't know why it's not showing me. Maybe like, I don't know. I want to see him fight at around rank 30, 25 kind of thing. Jonathan Pierce might be a good fight. Len was fighting next weekend. So someone like that. Someone like that, I think. Look, he looked good. He looked good, but we need to build this guy up and not throw him to the wolves too quickly.
Yeah.
Last fight on the main card, Padilla versus Pachulo. I got these guys mixed up a few times because their names are kind of similar.
Fair enough.
This Padilla is pretty good, very confident. He got the submission pretty early after rocking him on the feet again. Another early finish, and he also looks like a problem at featherweight. So maybe we could even match Zazal up with Padilla.
Oh yeah.
Time frame would work well.
Yeah, it would be perfect.
A lot of cancelled fights here. So moving down to the preliminary card, there's something we need to talk about here. Where is it? So Muhammad Usman got dominated by Mick Parkin.
God, he was overhyped from the get go, wasn't he?
Usman,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, he's a wrestler.
It's almost like he's got like a family member who was one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
and he kind of carried that.
Kind of looks like someone as well. I can't think of
as
the name.
As a way to really kickstart his career.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you know who he is?
We're obviously talking about Kamaru Usman's brother, younger brother, but bigger brother, in I imagine a few other areas. But look, this guy was running, I think, a 9-0.
His younger brother.
Yeah.
I thought he was his older brother. Oh yeah, younger. He's fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's huge. Dude, he would be a great villain in a movie.
A very intimidating bouncer as well.
Yeah.
Imagine this guy bouncing at a club.
But a top-level heavyweight, it seems like that is not the case.
No. Doesn't have the skill. Mick Parkin was just better.
He was quite exciting. He's quite exciting to watch, old Muhammad Usman.
Do you believe so?
I believe so. However, I had no idea he was even fighting on this card, so.
Neither. He's alright. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something. There was a bite on this card. Someone got bit, and they were awarded bite of the night.
That's crazy.
By Dana White.
And the other guy was fired on the spot.
Yeah, on the spot. No second chances. This guy got kicked the fuck out of the UFC, and he'll never be back. Ever.
Showing he came into that fight a little bit too hungry.
A little bit too hungry. Dana always says he wants to see hungry guys, but hungry kids, I think you might say. It was this one. So Igor Da Silva, they were both 8-0 coming into this fight. Da Silva was 9-0, 8-0. Andre Lima was 7-0. Why would you bite?
Yeah. Apparently the fight was quite like I just already admitted I didn't see any of this. So I have seen the bite replay, but apart from that, I was watching the other fellas, the guy who got bit. What's his name?
Andre Lima.
Yeah, he was saying in the post-fight press conference that he thought some of the wire off the fence got caught in his arm. And he like yelped out in pain because of that. But then, yeah, obviously had a look at it, and there was some cute little lip marks.
Let's try and get a picture of this up on the screen if we can. There it is. So it was a very obvious bite. It wasn't just like a. It wasn't. It looks like he's taken his mouth guard out to bite him. Like, that's teeth.
Yeah, that is next level.
That's crazy. Like, did the guy spit his mouth guard out so that he could bite him? If so, that's...
The thing is the fight was close before that. Like,
yeah, it was.
What was he doing? Is this something that's worked in training for him before?
Maybe. Again, maybe he was just too hungry. He really wanted to get to the top. Tough break for the kid who did the biting, but I mean, you bit someone, so...
Well, yeah, it's like you get to this point in your career, and if you're not happy, maybe you bit off more than you could chew.
Maybe you bit off more skin than you could chew. That's a good way of putting it, Jackson.
Thanks, mate.
I think they did the right thing, just cutting him right on the spot, and the tattoo that he got of the bite was pretty cool. I'll try and pull the tattoo up as well, because The guy somehow, like you were saying, Jackson, somehow went backstage and just got it tattooed, the bite mark on his arm.
There it is.
Straight away.
To the left. To the left, to the left.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, check out the screen. What the fuck? Oh,
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to see that.
there it is.
You can kind of see what we're talking about. I got fucking... What does it say? Hello?
I'm trying to get to it.
Up. Huh. What the hell? That's so useless.
Why can't I fucking zoom in here? It's taking me to some Spanish website. I wonder. Oh,
Well,
I'll just accept it. There it is.
I got fucking bit bonus. Oh yeah. Use this to remove ads.
That would be good, wouldn't
That
it?
was a very loud pop-up.
So we got the I got fucking bit bonus tattoo, which it's pretty epic. I like that a lot. I really do rate that. Because he got bit. He did. So getting 50k for that, just for getting bit.
Yeah. Well, he was going to get 25k, but
then after the tattoo,
yeah, Dana just thought, oh god, that must have been an expensive tattoo. I'll give him another $25,000.
yeah, and good on Dana because the guy's having a laugh with it. This guy seems pretty marketable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
Is there anything
was there
else
anything else on the prelims that was to note, Kobe?
to note?
Well, should we be noting it and talking about it so the people know what happened? Because the people that listen to this definitely didn't watch.
No.
You know,
Well, maybe they did.
that's what I'm kind of
I
getting
remember
at.
we're the casuals.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. No, but we are casuals. I'm not saying we're the casuals. Don't worry about that.
If you know, you know.
Nothing too much to talk about. A few, just pretty regular kind of stuff. In other news, not that much.
Yeah, the news has been kind of pretty overcrowded by this whole bite thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
UFC wise.
There's not really been all that much going on in the scene for a while. Obviously, we're kind of just waiting for 300 at the moment. A few good fight cards coming up though this weekend. It should be good. We'll be breaking that down on Wednesday, and you'll see that episode on Thursday.
Ian Gary, still in the news.
Ian Gary's still in the news.
Talking about how he doesn't want to fight MVP because MVP is below him in the rankings. Even though he was saying in a press conference not too long ago, there's no way MVP beats Kevin Holland.
I guess.
And then also saying that his clapback video to Colby Covington was better than Colby's response. And that's just like, you're not going to beat this guy at his own game. Like, and you're delusional if you think you are winning this so far. Like,
no. Look, Colby will probably lose to Ian Gary.
oh no, I'm not talking about fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he will probably lose to Ian Gary. Colby is not going to lose to Ian Gary verbally. Ian Gary is not funny. He's very cringy. Everybody just hates him.
Mm.
People hate Colby, but not anywhere near as much as they hate Ian.
Yeah.
Ian
is like Sean O'Malley without the hair, the tattoos, or like half of the charisma.
Yeah. And he doesn't have much charisma.
No.
Ian Gary has charisma, but it's the wrong type of charisma. It's the charisma that...
It's charisma.
He's got that charisma. That's a good way to put it.
Hey,
I like
thanks.
that. Should we copyright that phrase?
Charisma.
Charisma. But yeah,
Sounds
I want
Indian.
to see that fight happen. I don't think it'll be it does sound a little bit Indian. I don't think it'll be the main event
How do you
of a
try?
pay-per-view. I think it could be a 5-round co-main or maybe even a 3-round co-main.
It is very charisma.
It is very charisma. All right, guys, I think we're going to end it there when we start making strange references to charisma.
I'm going to rate my drink.
Going to rate the drink. I'm pretty sure that's racist.
No, it's not. I'm rating a drink with an accent. What's racist
Warheads
about that?
sour blue raspberry soda. Tastes a bit like the Warheads.
Do you know what it tasted like? It tasted like that Calypso blue lemon.
A little bit, but more potent,
Mm.
you know? I quite liked it. It was unique. It was what we expected it to be. But I don't think it goes that high on my list, if I'm completely honest.
No? Well, no, I'm not putting it in the... I'm not going to put it anywhere near the right column.
I think let's put it above Chubba Chub Grape.
No! I wanted to put it above the Calypso Blue Lemon.
All right, I'll put it there too. I'll go there. I could put it above Mogu Mogu, to be honest, or I could even put it above the Chupa Chup Grape.
Wow. So we're going to put it above Mogu Mogu to be in the middle.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it there.
And that gives you guys a fair assessment because you can definitely read this, you know.
They actually
you
can
definitely
on the video.
read this.
They can.
Yeah.
That you actually can.
That's what I'm saying. They can definitely. What did I not say? Did I not say that?
But I just expect you to say most of the things you say are usually sarcastic.
No.
There you go. Exhibit A. All right,
Goodbye.
guys.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
See you later.